Good afternoon to you. What's the matter? Is it the heat? You want a drink of water? Well, you're in the right place if you're trying to stay out the sunshine. It is hot, especially that woolen coat you've got on. And I'll leave you in peace. You seem to be all right. Yes. Well, it's the 3rd of September. Wait till I get my focus. I'm up here at, well, I've driven across the road from Mewthel to Glenartney. It's a road I've walked several times actually. It's a grand circuit I used to do from home village to Mewthel to Glenartney and down to Comrie, and sometimes I would just trundle back that way and go the Glass Quarry Road and out by Stroud and Lady Mary's Walk and stuff, but generally I try to avoid the village of Comrie because the only alternative is the main road, and it's a bit of a nightmare walking that one, I'm afraid. But the air today is fabulous. It is, in speaking terms, it's articulate. Good visibility all round. It will be from the tops. So I'm going up for a bit of a mosey up Glenartney today. These are the Aberruchels here. I've done all the tops there. They're quite rugged and quite unformidable, or quite formidable I should say, in the dependent on the conditions of course. Ben halted at the back and stuff, and it leads all the way through to Benvarloch. It's a big area. But, so I'm not hanging around here, just a quick stop. And I'm late on the go. I was very busy this morning. I ended up deciding that I had to get through my list of Sunday morning chores, better getting them done on the appointed day rather than hang about and having them all mounting up over the week. I've been busy, so there were several things to do. But it's a fabulous day. And I was up at Dalmally show yesterday. It was wonderful, truly wonderful. It was a great outing. You can see Benny Horn up there at the back there. Ben Hornsey. Leading down to the Glenladnock. You may well make out Melville's monument over there. And of course the lofty heights of Cairn Choice on the west side of Loch Turret. But let's go up and we'll make tracks and get up Glenartney and see what we're going to do. So we're up at Glenartney Kirk. The services are still held. Not very often, I have to say, but there is one next Sunday, the 10th of September. I've been up in this church several times actually. The first time when I was walking from Callander to Crieff and then onwards to my village. And I stopped off here for some prayer. It was open, but I don't know if it's going to be open today. There's a person I used to follow on YouTube. He's no longer with us. He's a young man, but he died. And he's a very keen walker. But I was always very concerned about the quality of the products he used to eat when he was on out camping. He seemed to just eat the likes of noodles and crisps and chocolate. You can't survive that way when you're out for days at a time. It's alright for one day or something, but or a couple of days, but not constantly. your body needs nutrients and essential vitamins and carbohydrates and starch and all the rest of it, but you don't get that properly from convenience foods, I'm afraid. But his name is also Andrew. Glenartney Church. What a place to build a church, eh? Absolutely in the middle of nowhere. Quite breezy in Glenartney today. It's a lovely day for September though. The last time I was in it was looking very dilapidated. I wonder if they've done any work. I've got a feeling it might be closed, locked. Maybe not. Nope, wouldn't lock any. Oh yes, the last time I was here it was a very wintry kind of day. And I came in here, it was pitch dark. It was so late in the day, there was no lights. What a wonderful, it's been done up since I was last here. It was looking rather, the paintwork outside and stuff, and yeah, it's looking alright, Eddie. Isn't that grand? Maybe somebody's bequeathed some money to the church here and they've taken advantage of it to make essential repairs, because I'm sure the last time I was here, everything, even out here, yes, it's been done up. This was all flaking, as I recall. All the paintwork and stuff. Look at the fabulous doors. Imagine having that as your front door. And I'll fill in the visitors book, so wonderful. If you're caught out in a storm, you could stay overnight here. I'll give it that chap I was talking about. He didn't stay here inside the building. He had his tent, but he was obviously very tempted because he was walking through from Callander as well. He was heading to Comrie and then he was going, where was it, Annie? He was heading over to Glen Almond and onwards to Aberfeldy. But he's no longer with us. It was a big shock to the YouTube community, I'm afraid to say, when he passed away a couple of years ago. But let's have a prayer in Glenartney, Annie. Yes. Let's take the front pew for a change. I think that's just a coincidence today, Annie. You got here at 10 to 2. I think that is a coincidence, nothing more. Prayer time. I mean, it's amazing to think that these pews at probably at one point in their history would have been filled with the congregation on Sunday from the whole of Glenartney. Mothers and fathers and children and grannies and uncles and all the rest of it, all piled into the pews listening to the minister. To me, there was nothing wrong with it. Giving up an hour of your week for the good Lord. It's nothing, is it? The teaching of the Bible and little messages from the minister and seeing other people in the congregation as you departed from the church to all meet again a week later or attend christenings or weddings or funerals or something. It also proves that you don't need a fabulous cathedral to come and preach. Just a basic church, wooden floor, simple design, but very spiritual, very peaceful in here, I tell you that. Come on, Annie, let's go and fill the details in the guest book. Just to let the noise here. So I wrote upon the comments, there is always worth a visit to this fabulous lonely kirk. Look at the view. It's stunning, isn't it? There's the arborucles and stuff. I'm going to check my my map, my Glenartney map, and we'll see if there's any walks we can do. This was all Ministry of Defence land, and I don't want to be stepping on any unexploded bombs by going off track. I do note that there's signs up saying there's explosives engineers working when the red flag is raised to not approach the land. So that makes me think there's only one reason that they're there, is they're trying to detect live ammunition, which is still buried in the soil. As I say, the military used this as a live firing ranges. All up here on the sides there. One will sit as seen rocks in here. Alexander Dolby, who died the 23rd of October 1968. I don't remember the date, 23rd of October, but I still can remember 1968 with fondness, actually. I believe that 1968 is when the world started to change into the, well, it was definitely the date set by the New World Order, and we're now living in this New World Order. It saddens me immensely to think that we've lost so many of our customs and traditions in this part of the world. Most people are more interested in a bloody game of football that's televised live at lunchtime today than going to the church or anything, you know. That said, the churches are closing. My own church at Manee is closing at the end of this year, unfortunately, so at least Amalree's, well, it's not under threat of closure yet, but you never know. It's all terribly sad. Of course, the decisions are not made entirely by the Church of Scotland. The decisions are laid at local presbytery level, and because the presbytery switched, you know, from the local parish to the damn Bertha again. Bertha, the presbytery of Bertha has made the decision to close Manee. This is based on a vote by the Kirk elders and stuff. Not in Manee, but it's you know, I'm talking about the Bertha, so they can get their grubby hands on what money is available to keep their own Bertha Kirks alive.